Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. It is afternoon for me over here in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. How are you doing? A happy Love Month season. Thank you so much for being here with me, and thank you for everyone who is going to catch the replay of this live. Whether you are going to watch me directly from Instagram or you are going to be on my YouTube page. So, today, I did not get to announce to you that I was going to come live. However, in our previous live, I discussed with you that I would be coming here as kind of like a gift to people who are either interested in participating into the mentorship program or any future program that the youth agency is going to put forth, or people who just feel like, okay, I would love to participate, but this time around I can't make it. I am going to have about a few discussion with you every week geared towards self-development. Hopefully you are going to be joining the mentorship program. So, my name is Daisy Love. I am the founder of the Youth and Young Adults International Agency, the proud, very proud founder of the Youth Agency, which is a representative agency here to support and benefit entrepreneurs mainly. But if you are in the creative field, it is going to, or if you are just looking for a agency that is going to support you into your self development, this is definitely going to be the place for you. We are continuously growing and evolving over here at the Youth and Young Adults International Agency. So, as you guys are aware, this year the Youth Agency is going to put up its fourth session of mentorship program. Guys, this mentorship program, like, I am at all with everything that I do. I have to be really honest. The mentorship program came forth 3 to 4 years ago. I've been doing in conducting workshop development for the longest of time. I've been conducting workshop development, and I just felt that I'm just realizing that I don't have my mic. And even if I don't have my mic, it's just like, hopefully you guys are going to hear me. I think the volume is up. You guys are going to be able to hear me. I wish I had the mic. I keep forgetting that I need to have my mic on at all time. Forgive me. So yes, guys, the mentorship program came forth in the year 2021. I had just launched the workshop development that summer, and I had a few people who participated into the workshop, and people were really, really, really happy about how I conducted the workshop. Everybody felt that they got something worth of their money, and they kept saying to me that, oh my god, like, we wish it was more. We wish that we could have access to more of the workshops. And that same summer, I just decided, and I said, what could I offer to people? What is something that I could put together where they are going to have access to more of my services? Because when we are entrepreneurs, when we have a business, we have to be in the habit of understanding that we want to serve people. We want to serve people. Once you have this in mind, once in your mindset, you understand that I want to provide more to my audience, I want to provide more to my client, then automatically you are going to be set in. It's just going to come easily for you. It's going to be easier. You got to be in that mindset, in that mind frame. I'm serving you. What can I offer to you where you're going to have access to more? So, this is where the idea of mentoring came. I knew that I was very, very good at supporting people, giving people advice, providing good counsel to people. So I said, how can I make sure? But sometimes when you provide counsel to people, you can get a little drained. It can feel like, oh my God, like you've been pouring a little bit too much, right? It's kind of like you give a little bit too much of you, and then you feel a little bit depleted. So from that, I said, okay, what can I offer where people are going to be able to have access to me at a certain particular time? And then after, they are going to feel like, yes, they feel good, and I'm not going to feel depleted. This is where the mentorship session came through. I said to myself, you should do mentoring. You should mentor people. You should provide a lot of your services, things that you have access to, and you should be able to support people and give them, support through your mentoring. Like this, you have a time set, you have a time frame where you are able to work one on one with people, and they are going to pay for the services, and you are going to not feel depleted. So this is where the mentorship session came in the year 2021, and we had a few participants. When I launched the mentoring session, I believe it was 4 weeks, but I did such a good job that people felt like, oh my God, like they wish they could stay longer. Matter of fact, I believe the first session went all the way to like 4.5 weeks. That's how much people loved it, but also the program was rich because I wasn't only talking. And that's the beauty about the work that I do. I know it's going to sound a particular way, and I'm not venting myself, but I have to speak the truth, guys. I have to speak the truth. When I tell you that when I work, I work, I work, I work. So the program, trust me, your girl has been into a few mentorship program, and they are not near what we provide at the youth agency. I'm not saying this for you to participate. I'm just letting you know. It is the truth. It is a rich program. I do workshop development with my clients. I provide you with the books that you need to support your reading into what you are going to. You have access to me per week for 1 hour, one on one. And what I love with the way in which that I mentor is that I don't sit there and let you talk and talk and talk, and we don't have an agenda. It's such a waste of my time. And to be quite frankly and quite honest with you, I don't even have girl chat or people's chat, regular chat anymore. And it comes from the notion of understanding how precious my time is. So anybody who wants to talk to me, even if you just want to talk to me as a friend, I'm like, can you send me an overview of what we're actually going to talk about? So unless you're letting me know that you just want to talk, it just feels like to me, I need to have an objective. Even if you feel like you just want to talk, I need to know what are we talking about? Because like this in my mind, if you say, even if it's like talk among people, if you say, well, I'm just going through something and I want to talk, I need to be in the perfect mindset of understanding that you just want to talk to me, but I need to know, what are we going to talk, what are we going to discuss? There needs to be for me an agenda. I need to know, okay, this is what you need, this is the solution that we are going to work through, because at the end of that conversation, I want to feel like you left that conversation feeling very empowered, and I want to feel like, you know what, I was good to you, like I actually supported you in some way. It has become extremely and possible for me to work with people one on one. And it feels like I'm not doing anything. Like we're just talking and chatting it up. It's, once you get into this habit of always making sure that you have an agenda in front of you, even if it's like you just want to chat it up with someone, but you know that you have an overview. What is the overview of what we are going to talk about? The first thing that it does is that it makes you aware of your time. I keep telling people this all the time. Time is money. You don't have time to waste. Even if I'm laying in bed, this is my resting time. I don't have the time to not do anything and feel like I'm not being productive with myself and I'm not being productive with my life. Once you can be in that habit, once you can have this notion of understanding that we are going to talk, we are going to do something, but there is going to be a result, you are going to see how better your life is going to be. You're going to take your life into control. As you are very well, you could see my 2024 year ended top. I tell you this, it could be at the last time, but you are taking charge of your life. You have a goal. And even if it's like there's a 2 weeks window, you need to have a goal set. You need to be in the habit of looking at a week and telling yourself that, this week went by very, very good. I actually accomplished something. I actually did something, because those smaller steps that you are taking down the line, when you look back, you are going to see at how enriched your life has been, because you've taken those extremely important steps. This is why at the youth agency with the mentorship program, I provide my participant with a weekly worksheet. Now, everybody has a worksheet. Everybody understands that, okay, this week, I have goals. Everybody understands, like, okay, those are the objectives that I want to do. But do you know how to focus? Do you know how and what you will need to focus in order for you to have the correct result? Because if you have a goal and you have an objective, but your focus point is not where it needs to be, then you don't have the result. And trust me, at times I am really guilty at that. I.e., the month of January, my focus was not on me and on my work, and it suffered. It doesn't look like it, but I know it, because January is usually the month where I prepare my mentorship program. And by the month of February, I have everything ready. So by the month of February, when I start to be online, everything is ready. The first 2 weeks of January, my focus was not on me. I was sitting here, and yes, sometimes it's like that, because when you care for someone, when you care about a particular either individual or cause, then you want to put your focus there. So in January, my focus was in supporting someone. And it kind of felt like I suffered a little bit, because I gave all of my focus into that direction, supporting that person who was going through something and making sure that they got the ball rolling, right? So, because of that, I ended up putting all of my focus on what they had going on. But my work suffered because I was not focusing on my work and making sure that I had my task done. So, this is why I tell you that it's really important. For this month of February, I shut down everyone. I have so much work to do, so many things to do. Outside of the youth agency, you guys understand that I am a business consultant for my country. I am here in the country of Haiti. So I have to put in the work, meaning that right now, I understand that my focus has to be on me. My focus has to be on the task that I have to do. I don't have the time to really focus on someone else unless it's an emergency, like a sickness, a family thing that comes through and that needs my attention. And even so, I will be very, very cautious as to how I'm giving my time. And this is why I tell people that yes, you may have the right goal. Yes, you may have the right objective, but do you have the right focus point? Everybody tells you things like, oh, you need to focus. Oh, you need to focus. Focus on what you're doing. But sometimes, let's be honest, some people don't know where to focus. They are lost. They don't know. I have all those good ideas, Miss Daisy, I have all those great ideas. I know what I want. I know it. I know it. I have the vision in mind, but I don't know. I don't know where to focus. I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know how to focus. Or maybe the goal is so big and you're looking at it, you're like, oh my God, it's overwhelming. How do you tackle a goal that is very good, right? That is very big. If you're going to have a very, very big goal, you need to know how to allocate the proper timing for that goal. So instead of telling yourself that you're going to be finishing this goal in 4 weeks, maybe you need 6 weeks, maybe you need 7 weeks to do and to be able to accomplish this particular goal. So the mentorship session, it is not a mentorship session for someone who doesn't have any goals or who doesn't have any objectives. It's very specific. This is a mentoring session where I provide this correct and appropriate support to individuals who are looking to achieve about three of their goals. Because let's be very honest, this is only 6 weeks that goes in a blink of an eye. So there is so little that we could do, or so much depending on how you are going to allocate the proper timing for this mentorship session. 6 weeks goes by really quickly. February only has about 3, 4 weeks in it, not even 4 weeks. Like February is like 28 days, right? So if you are going to join the session of the mentoring, you have to be very, very, very dedicated, because let me be really honest and tell you that it is going to feel as if you are back in school. And if you have not been in school for a long time, it's going to take you aback. If you feel that you have too much going on in your plate, then this is not the program for you. I have to be honest. If you feel like I really want to participate, then there are maybe certain things that you're going to have to put to the side for those 6 weeks in order for you to participate in this mentorship program, because you have to be in the mindset of understanding that I'm joining this program because I want to achieve A, I want to achieve B, I want to achieve C. Now, how am I going to support you into achieving these things? The first thing is, if you don't have the determination, then it's not going to work, because I'm not here to do your work. I'm here to support you and to give you the right guidance and the right tools in order to make sure that you are going to achieve those goals successfully. So I'm here to give you the blueprint about how to go by and do and accomplish. And the great thing with participating into this mentorship program is that whatever that we are going to work on, whatever I am going to set you on for, you are going to be able to utilize this every time. My students, every time that these people have taken part into a work that I've done, they've all come back and said, the work that I participate in from you has been the key initiator for me to set stone. I participated into what you did, and then it just set the tone for me. I participated in what you did, and then it set the tone for me. You will need to allocate the proper timing, because we are every week you are going to be receiving articles that you have to read. You can't not take the time, because you are literally pouring into yourself. So if you are pouring into yourself, why are you not putting the time in? One thing that I really don't like, and I don't necessarily tolerate, is to be working with someone who is okay to pay the fee, who is okay to sign up, because you have people like that. It's kind of like people who feel like, I'm all in. Yes, I'm going. But then it's when it's time for you to put in the work, you don't want to put in the work. This is not a program for you. This is the program where you have to understand that I joined a mentorship program, and I have to put about 80% of the work. 20% is going to come from the instructor, and those 20% are the ways that the program is supported. But 80% of the work, you have to do it. You have to do your readings every week. You have to do your readings. You got to take notes. You got to utilize what I'm given. When we are in the group chat every evening, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Don't be, I feel like sometimes people are afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. This is why I put the program out, because I dedicated this time to support you. Why not ask a question? Ask as many questions as you want. And then when we have our one-on-one, this is your time where if you did not understand certain things, we go over everything. You have to put in the effort. You're not going to see the result if you don't make the effort to put in the work. You could participate. I have people who stay participating into some stuff that I do, but there's no progress, because you miss, either you were not concentrated enough into one of the programs, or you kind of like miss the point, because you should be able to participate, whether it is into our accelerator program, the mentorship program, or any other things that the youth agency has going on, and it is supporting you into giving you that that you need. Our mentorship is so far the longest program that I have. It's one of the programs that is six weeks, and it's there at the top of the year, which is the month of March. This session we started March 11th. It's here at the top of the year because, like this, you have access to me for 6 weeks. It's a more of a slower pace of a program where you have the accelerator program, which is only 21 days. It's fast. That's why it's called an accelerator program. And it's a pack with stuff. It's a nice little exercise, but with the mentorship program, it's slower. You have time to read. You have time to do your exercise. You have time to go back and listen to a particular workshop. Personally, I love each and every program that I do because I am the one who puts everything together. When you don't see me here, when you don't see me online, I am working. I am developing my programs. I am connecting with other people. I am trying to see how can I service my population better? How can I service my clients better? How can I make sure that you guys participate into something that I do? And when you are done, you don't even think about the money that you've paid because it's so rich, it's so empowering. You feel so good that you actually feel like, okay, can I have another session with you? Because this was amazing. So, in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the mentorship program is going to be about. And the program, the registration is already open, meaning that if you want to join and you want to start paying your registration or you want to pay everything in full, it is open for you. All you have to do is submit your email youththeinternational@gmail.com, and we are going to move forward with you. The onboarding of the program. What is the onboarding? When you are going to start receiving your documents, where you are going to be able to join the classes and everything, is going to open on February 25th. The registration, yes, is open, but the onboarding of the program, where we are literally starting to work, I'm sending you the stuff. I may be giving you access to a couple of videos, right? February 25th. The program starts on March 11th. Now we jump on March 11th, but the onboarding is on February 25th. I do this ahead of the time because of the level and the volume of work that the mentorship program has. So people who join very, very late this year, I am not taking anybody after March 8 or 9. You have to register before because it slows me down considerably when people enter the program afterwards because you still have to put in 6 weeks. This program has to end on April 18, and as soon as it's done, I'm already getting ready to start something else. I have project after project, program after program, so I can't let anything slow me down. So if you want to join the mentorship program, you have to right now. There is a payment plan that is in place with early registration. So let because your registration fees, everything has got to be paid by March 11 in order for you to have access to those things. If you've already paid everything by February 25th, you get to be enrolled in the program. But you cannot enroll into the program until your registration fees are paid. So in order for you to understand these process, you have to send us an email, right? Second thing that we're going to discuss, the membership. Yes, 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 yes. I've been saying that I wanted to put a membership out, but you guys understand that I was literally revamping all of the program of the youth agency. We are starting this year with our yearly membership. I've decided that I wanted to provide people with a membership fee as well as the membership. When you join it, you just kind of like are committed. It's a way for you to tell yourself that I really like the youth agency. I love each of the programs that the youth agency has, and I would love to be a part of that. Sometimes it may be costly. So when you join our membership, you get access to a lot of our program at a discounted rate, right? So let me tell you what you're going to have access to through the membership. The membership fees are $25. So it's 25 US dollars that you pay monthly. And once you pay that monthly, or if you want to pay in full, which is $275, automatically you are able to enter all of our programs. Now, you may feel like, because some of these programs have similarities, some of them have similarities. You may feel like, okay, I don't want to join all of the program, but you still have access to a lot. You have access to articles that I provide to you every single month. You have access to a free one on one coaching session with myself. The coaching session, if you're not taking it either through our programs, if you're doing it one on one, like you just sign up, it's a lot more costly. A lot of the times, you guys kind of like, you have to look for things that are, it's more affordable. So when you do a one-on-one coaching for 1 hour, imagine that first of all, you pay a lot more, right? Second of all, you only have access to me for 1 hour. Whereas if you enter the mentorship program, you have access to 6 hours of private mentoring, and you have access to a full array of, resources for yourself. If you join our membership, now you not only have access to the mentoring, you have access to the accelerator program at a discounted price. With the membership, it's 10% off all of our programs. So automatically it's 10% off for the programs. It's 15% off for all of our workshop development. So 15% off. You have access to one articles per month. You have access to a free one-on-one coaching, and you have access to a lot more perks that I'm not necessarily disclosing because I am putting everything as I go. So let's just say that even if you sign up for the mentorship and I have extra videos that I want to send, and I feel like, oh my God, this would be important, this would be important, I may decide to send it to my members, right? I may work on something and I feel like this information is super important, and I decide to work on it and I send it to my members, right? So I love it. I think that people who are really, really into the work that we do over here at the youth agency, you should like it because you will get access to a lot more, and as I said, everything in life is just a commitment. When you're looking at it, you're going to feel like, okay, like, you're already probably paying membership for a lot of things that you really don't need, right? So many of us, we pay membership for things that we don't need. It's like you pay membership for cable, for things like, I'm not saying to not have any leisures in life, but are you really paying for something that you want, right? So you might as well put your money, even if you've paid a membership for 1 year. I can guarantee you that you are going to really have worth of your money for that year. It's not going to feel like I've paid $25, $275 for the year, and I haven't gotten my money worth of what I felt it could be. You will. Trust. You will. So we have the membership. The membership is already open. If you want to join the membership, automatically you are going to receive your 10% off the mentoring session. Yes, automatically you're going to be receiving your off. And for people who are actually going to enter the mentorship session, I will do one thing and give you 1 extra hour. So the mentorship is 6 hours of private mentoring. So for my members, instead of giving you 6 hours, I will give you 7 hours. So you will get an extra. You could do it like that, or you could say, no, I'm still going to get my 6 hours. And then I'll know that I have a free one on one coaching. So maybe at the end of the year, you may feel like, okay, let me just talk to her. Let me just see how things are going. I kind of want to touch base with this. And then you book your session. So it is up to you. But if you want, we could always add that extra hour right here on our mentorship session. So, in a nutshell, guys, I really wanted to come here and I wanted to present those two things to you. I have shared with you that our registration is open. So, if you are interested in participating into the mentorship session of 2025, which I suggest that you do, baby, you should do it. Baby, you should take it and do it. It is the right investment for you. You are not going to regret. We do not bullshit. Okay, we work. You're going to be, trust me, you really want to participate into this. So today, for the subject, let's just drink some water. I feel like my throat is dry. Ooh, happy love month to everyone. What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? I have a program that I'm going to be launching very soon. You guys are going to get to see it. I'm not going to talk about it just yet. Once I launch it, I'm going to come forth and I'm going to talk about it. And then I also have the conversation series that is going to restart so you can see how busy I am. Listen, I'm so busy. It's like I feel like I've had no break. Wow. It's like you want to be an entrepreneur, but I have a lot of creative ideas, so I don't have the time for myself. I really have to create time for everything that I do in my life, guys, because it's like it's one thing after the other, one thing after the other. If you're not following me on my business consulting page, please do DL Consulting Firm 83. Okay. So, what is the topic for today? The topic for today is using your social media to promote your own skills and get leverage. So that is the topic. Using social media to promote your own skill and to get leverage. Okay. You guys know I have been on YouTube for what, 10 years now? I love YouTube. I joined YouTube probably in 2014 and it picked up around 2015. Today I have three YouTube channel. I have my main YouTube channel at Daisy Love 83. I have my working YouTube channel for my consultancy, DL Consulting Firm 83, and the youth agency also has its own YouTube channel, which is basically everything that I do here. I put on my YouTube channel for the youth agency, correct? Okay. A lot of people have joined YouTube. A lot of people, many people are using social media. Last year, I had a nice discussion with you where we talk about social media and how we could utilize social media, right? That was a discussion for last year. If you have not checked it out, it's over here on Instagram, it's also on YouTube. But today, I really want to talk about using social media to promote yourself because a lot of people are talking about social media and becoming a content creator, which is great. There's nothing wrong with content creator, but content creator isn't the only aspect of. Take it from a veteran. Content creation isn't the only way that you can utilize social media to grow your skills, to network effectively, to promote yourself, to promote your own skill set, to make sure that you have visibility. And that's why today I really wanted to come, even if it's going to be short. They feel like social media is kind of like it's not for them. And I feel like it's because of how other people are using social media. You know, a lot of time these days, even I say it all the time and constantly, and I have something else coming for Haiti because at this point of my life, I feel like, girl, you got all this knowledge. You cannot let your Haitian people go down like this in the social media world because what I'm seeing and the way that people in my country are utilizing social media is just not the truth. Social media is not used for views constantly. Social media is not only a source of making money, getting views and making money, which a lot of people these days are thinking about it and are doing it. And it's funny that I say so because, oh my God, I wish that I had those conversations when I started my conversation series. I introduced an exceptional woman who was Wana Yoruba from Nigeria. I've been following Wana for the longest of time. She is a filmmaker. She is a poet. Wana is impeccable. Check her out. And I remembered when I started to feel like I did not want to be online and I wanted my work to be impeccable. Like I just started, I had so many people on my network who were doing a credible job. And I was looking at my YouTube page, and yes, my information was great. I had great things that I was saying, but I didn't like the whole presentation. I didn't like the way that I was presenting myself. I felt like it was, now granted, I started YouTube fairly like young. I was 29 and I didn't have any no coach on communication. There's so many things that we didn't know. So I give myself grace. But as I started to understand that you are evolving in social media and your social media has got to represent who you are, I said, I want to polish myself. And I had access to amazing people of my network. And one of them was Wana Yurubeng. Go check her channel out, guys. When I was looking at Juana's channel and I was comparing her channel, I told her that when we did the conversation and I was comparing her channel to my channel, I looked at it and I said to myself, oh my God, I do not want to operate my social media like this. It's just not good. I looked at my work and I was like, it's just not Polish. I don't want it. I don't want it. It took everything for me not to like took away my YouTube videos because I kind of wanted to start new and fresh, right? And just do things very, very Polish. And that is the first thing that you have to understand if you are going to use social media to make it work for you. The first thing that you have to understand is that what you do here, it's literally your portfolio. A portfolio is what you are presenting to your public. A portfolio is what you are representing to a client. A portfolio is what you are presenting to a brand. There are so many opportunities that are out there, ladies and gentlemen, that for you to not utilize social media is for you to really miss out on so many opportunities. Even if you are someone who is strictly corporate, you you probably have hobbies, you probably have something of leisure, you probably have something that you like, something that is for you. If you are shy, there are so many channels that you can create where your face is not there. There are voice channel. You could do a channel that where you are only reviewing books and you are only using your books, your voice to do that, voiceover. You don't need to have a social media where it's just like everyone else. And as we speak, as I tell you this, there are so many other ideas, creative ideas that comes to mind as I'm saying these things to you because I really am at the core base a creative person. But to do this, the visual constantly, it takes a lot of time for us to get ready, to be prepared, to do certain things, especially as a woman. But you could do social media and you are not necessarily at the forefront. However, you want to always make sure that your work is Polish. You want to utilize your social media as if it is your resume. You want to utilize your social media as if it is what you are because anybody can watch you. And the way in which you convey your message, the way in which you present yourself, the way in which someone is going into your page, the first thing they're looking at the aesthetic of the page. They're looking at is it Polish? They're looking at is it good? They're looking at the interaction, the way you're presenting yourself, the way the message is conveying. And for every platform that you have, there is a tone for that platform. Here, I might just be a lot more professional. When I am on my Daisy Love 83 account, it may just be that I'm going live and I'm just a lot more chilled, a lot more laid back, right? Because it's not necessarily a professional account. When I'm on my consulting page, it's very different. It may be a lot more professional as well over there. So for every platform that you are deciding that you are going to open, there needs to be kind of like the tone of that platform. But for it to have a tone, then there needs to be why are you doing it? Why am I going to choose that photographer and I'm not going to choose that other photographer? Why am I going to pick that nail tech and I'm not going to pick the other nail tech, right? Everything comes in mind. The way in which I'm looking at the way that you are treating your client. I'm looking at are you happy when you are doing a particular work? I'm looking at how is the interaction. I'm looking at are you fun? Are you feeling like you are enjoying this? Why am I going to leave the comfort of my house, go to your business if I feel like even with the energy that you are providing online, it's just not it? I don't like the way that you come online. I don't like what I'm seeing. It's just like it's not it. Also, we have to be in the mindset of understanding that representation matters. I live in a country where we are all black. We are all big people. We have a lot of slender women, slender men, but Haitian people are thick people. And I never forgot there was a particular I think it's at first I remembered it's it's not necessarily a restaurant. It would be considered somewhere where you could have a little brunch, right? And I really love what they are portraying, like the food aspect. It looks really delicious, and they have a variety of coffee. However, I know that it may sound a particular way, but I'm going to show you how representation matter. And I'm also going to show you how when you are utilizing your social media and how you are utilizing, you are either grabbing client or you are cutting out clients. Why? So all of the pictures are pictures of people who are not my skin complexion. They don't look like me. All of the pictures from that business are picture who are people who are foreign or people who are just not, they don't look like me. I don't see not one person in that bistro who looks like me. And I've never, even when the food looks delicious, I've yet to gone and try it because I'm like, if they don't have people like me there, if they don't have people, maybe they don't want that type of clientele. Maybe if I go over there, maybe I will, they have a sense of prejudice. Maybe they have a sense of, they don't want that type of clientele because what you put out automatically sets the tone. Yes, a lot of my work, the majority of my work is conducting in English, and it is done for a particular reason. It doesn't mean that I am putting away at my Haitian people, but yes, it is because the work of the youth agency is mainly conducting in a language that is serving everyone. So I don't necessarily only want to attract people who only speak French and Creole. If I had done my page in the youth agency in the language of my country, it would be flooded with people. However, maybe because of the way that our price is set, the majority of the people wouldn't be able to participate into our work. So I do it at a language where I feel like a lot of the people of my country talk English. Maybe not everyone, but many people speak English, so they can also be able to listen and gain something from what I'm saying. And also, it's a larger, I'm casting my net, it's a larger audience because I'm understanding that other people can join me. I'm understanding that I could connect with people from anywhere, and I could always choose to do something for Haiti down the line where it's like specific for a particular community, but for right now that's not the goal. Are we here? So like, I have people who follow me who are from Haiti, and they constantly say, we understand but we don't fully understand certain things. Yes, but I want you to grow. I want you maybe to take English classes. I want you to maybe to register to do English because this page, this channel, my work, it's going to continuously be conducted in that language. We are not regressing ourselves, we are progressive. Are we understand what I'm saying? This is why I say representation matter. The way that you are putting your work out in social media is going to determine who's going to come, who's going to interact with you, in the ways in which, in the manners in which that person is actually going to interact with you, and it's going to either open doors or close some doors. You have to be in the habit of understanding that with this tool, which is social media that has grown considerably, you can either kill yourself with that, meaning that the way that you utilize your social media could really do a lot of damage to you. Because let's just say that you are on social media and you are not even portraying yourself in the best manner, but you are employed somewhere else, it actually could be the cause of you losing your job. It could be the cause of you losing opportunities. It could be the cause of you having so many doors being closed at. And also, it's so important when you are going to connect with people, when you are going to network with people, you have to do your research because you do not want to interact with someone that you feel like down the line, maybe that person is going to give you like the networking is not going to bring you the best. People check. So that's the first thing. Being online and making sure that your online platform is working for you at the base core, you have to understand your portfolio, your presentation. Your presentation will make or break you. Now, what are you presenting and how do you want it to work for you? The second point. Is it you just want to be online just to be online? There's nothing wrong with wanting to be online. I have a TikTok page where I only dance. There is nothing wrong with being online for the fun of it because you just want to connect with others. We are human beings. You have the right to have an account or to be online, and it's strictly for fun. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But that's the thing that you need to have in mind when you are creating this platform or when you are online. What am I coming online to do? Do I only want to have a page where I'm just going to interact with people? I'm just going to network. I'm going to connect with people. It's just not going to be too much. Or do I actually really want to have a page where I have a message? I want to start putting out messages. I want to start maybe do daily motivation for people. Or do I want to have a page where I actually want to teach? I've been working in a certain areas for a long time and I really want to teach. The good thing about being online is that you don't know where it can take you. Trust me. You do not know how putting yourself online can be the catapults of your career. A lot of times you are sitting on a job and you've been working there for 25 years doing the same job over and over and over and over and over again. These people are tired of you. You're doing the same task. There are no promotion or they're giving you the runaround. They're letting you know or they're telling you that they are promoting you, but it is not the truth. Meanwhile, you have access to a whole social media that you could catapult your own career because you could decide, I've been working and I've been doing this job for X amount of time. I have the skills and the expertise to teach other people about this particular job, and then you take on your career. There are so many people who are still joining the corporate world, governmental position. Maybe you are, and this is not the life for this, but as I say this, it brings me back to my consulting work where a lot of the times we talk about the Haitian that members of the government that are very, very old, but they refuse to leave their position to the younger generation. And it's because they're not understanding that you being there for 30 plus years, you're literally a veteran. So you don't need to be there, but you could actually create a platform and tell people how the whole governmental system work, how they can get a job, which is exactly what I do now. But to think about it is like I've never worked in the members of the government of Haiti, but this is such a open and a very kind of like a lane that is just there for them, but they don't know. Everybody wants to do the one thing. Nobody wants to break the inflow. Nobody wants to see things or different things. When you've been working for 10 plus years in a particular field, you have the experiences, you have the expertise, and you do become a veteran at what you do. And you should be able to become a consultant. You should be able to create a page, a lane, a space for other people to come and to learn from you, right? So that's how you have to think about it if you feel like I want to make social media work for me. Because the reality is that everybody has a lane. So you do not know with what you are doing now what it could turn around and become for you, how big it could become. Never be afraid to join online. There is such a growing community of people who are in their 50s, 60s who are online now. And I love it. I love it because a lot of the people are saying, you know what? I want to do social media. And their content is not the content of a 20, 30-year old because they're not necessarily doing like regular things, but they are literally talking about their experiences. Sometimes you have women, men that are here because they've been divorced. You have men who have a turnaround in life. They were felons and now they are no longer felons. There is a space in social media for everyone. And content creation isn't the only way for you to be online. You literally can use a YouTube to grow yourself, to grow your business. And don't be afraid to start small. I've been online, for 10 plus year. And my YouTube page is still not at 4,000 people, subscribers. because I don't use YouTube. YouTube, I'm not a YouTuber. YouTube is not something that I do that is my main no. However, YouTube have served me a lot. Through YouTube, I've gotten some amazing networking opportunities. Through YouTube, I've gotten amazing work opportunities. Through YouTube, I've gotten amazing contract. It served and it has always served its purpose. The work is good, the information is good, the presentation is good. Don't sit there and think about numbers. Numbers does not equate, nor does numbers multiply to opportunities, to clients, to anything. Numbers are just numbers. People may just be coming to your page and subscribing to your page, and you've been there for the longest of time, but you have not been able to convert those people into, more than like supporters, people who watch you. They're not clients. They're not going to be a part of what you're doing. They're not going to support you really. Why is that? It may just be in the presentation. It may just be that the way in which that you've started and you've conveyed your channel, maybe they know too much about you. Maybe they feel a particular way, because you have to remember that in business, you always want to make sure that if you're going through something personal, people are not necessarily aware of that. So let's just say that you had a channel on YouTube where it was a venting channel. It's a channel where you just come and you talk and you talk and you talk. Once you say certain things, some people are not going to take it in a very good light. Some people are going to judge you. Some people are going to take it a particular way, which is also one of the main reasons that I teach people that never let anyone try to defame your character online, which is something that I see happening a lot with the Haitian communities. People coming in online and trying to do a lot of character flaws like defamation. And the United States, you literally can get people arrested for that. You can sue a blogger for that, for coming online and providing false information on your name. So you got to be very, very cautious about that, right? When you are, I have my notes here, when you are on social media, you have to be able to promote yourself. Somebody has to be able to look at you. Somebody has to be able to look at something that you do and say, wow, you're good at that. Wow, you are a great communicator. Wow, you are actually very good. I learned a lot from you. I've had people sign up for my mentorship program because they feel like, you know what, I sit here and I listen to a lot of your videos and I learned a lot from you. You are a great and excellent communicator. And I actually feel like if I participate into one of your programs, it will benefit me even more so. So social media has got to be about you promoting your skills. And a lot of people are afraid of promoting their skills. They either have in their mindset that no one is going to learn from me, or it could be that they don't know how to really do so, because you have to know how to do so. You got to be able to provide something to someone where they are getting a lot out of you and you don't feel like you are necessarily giving everything away, because yes, social media can be very competitive, especially these days. People do emulate you, meaning that they are literally observing you, they are looking at what you're doing and they are emulating what you're doing. So you got to be able to be in the habit of providing the correct information to someone, of letting them know that, okay, this is how you do it, without feeling burnt out or without feeling like you've given everything. I could sit here and tell you everything about the program of the mentorship, but you are not going to understand how it operates until you actually participate. I could tell you that you are going to be receiving books. I could tell you that you're going to be receiving articles. I could tell you that you're going to be receiving a worksheet. Somebody could sit there and be like, okay, I'm going to do the same program. I'm going to provide this. I'm going to provide that. But they don't know the know-how. The know-how is the person who actually conducted. The know-how is the person who actually knows how to do it, right? So after you participate into my program, which some of my participants have done it, and I have no problem with that. A lot of people who work with me are also business people. and they've implemented a lot of what I've taught into their business. But this is why you participate. It's an honor. If you feel like you're looking at a work that I've done, you participate into a program that I've done, and you feel that, oh my God, I've gotten a lot, and I feel like this will be very good for my own lane. I feel like this would be very good for what I'm doing, then by all means, use it. You pay for it. It's a blueprint. I use it. Everything that I do, everything that I teach, I use it for myself. So I don't teach something that I don't practice. Everything that I'm teaching, I literally practice it. So why not? I don't have any problems with that. By all means. So you have to be in the habit of promoting your skill set, and to promote your skill set is the way in which that you are providing those information, whether you are a videographer or photographer, right? Whether it is you are a speaker, whether it is that you are a consultant, whether it is that you are a braider, whether it is that you are a barber, you are literally, people are observing you, and through your talents, through the skills, through the way in which you are conducting yourself, that is going to put you outside of your competitors, and that person is going to feel like, okay, you know what, I actually want to work with that person. I love the way in which they present themselves. I actually feel like they have the correct skill set. Put yourself out there. But social media is not only used to be a content creator. When you are a content creator, believe it or not, you are working for other people. Yeah, it's not being an entrepreneur. I'm very sorry about that. No. A content creator is literally working for brands. You are working for other people. There's nothing for that. Content creators, in my eyes, equivalent brand ambassadors. A brand ambassador is, let's just say, someone who sells jewelry, and they're looking at you, and I get a lot of offers constantly, even for TikTok. But when you are a true entrepreneur, you have a lot of creative mind, a creative idea. So I either have to choose my own to promote my own self, or I have to choose to promote you. So which is going to be, I'm promoting my own myself. I'm promoting my own work because I know that it could take me here. Meanwhile, yes, I may be working with you, you may be able to pay me, but the company may crash. Now, there are some opportunities that may come by, and you may feel like, you know what, this is great. I like the brand. I love what they are selling, and I actually want to become a brand ambassador. And alongside from that, you are doing your own thing. But what I'm letting you know is that when you are being a content creator, you are literally working. It's a job. And it's not always fun. It looks beautiful. It looks fun. But guess what? If a company has decided to hire you, and the company is asking you to provide videos on all of your social media platform, and yes, they are going to put some money in. If the company, you have to send those videos to them. If the company is looking at the video that you've worked on, and they're saying to themselves, we don't like it, you have to redo it, otherwise you're not gonna get paid, right? A lot of companies, they provide hair stuff, wigs. They want you to promote their wigs. There's a way to promote it. If the company feels like you did not promote it in the ways in which they feel that you were supposed to, guess what, they may just feel like, we don't think the video is right. So there's always the behind the scene. And I feel like this is what a lot of people are not teaching certain individuals who want to be online, but they're looking at online like, I want to be a content creator. There is a behind the scene. There are a lot of companies, and so many young people now, they just feel like they want to be content creators to receive clothes, to receive jewelry, to receive perfume, gadget. But it's kind of like, where is the empowering aspect of that? I mean, it's the same matter of you receiving free clothes, but after a while you don't even have any space to put those free stuff, right? You were presenting those brand, but also, are those brand investing in you? Are they flying you out? Are they paying for school for you? Are they paying for you to do certain things, or are you making them the money? Because I know a lot of influencers outside. I've been on YouTube for quite a while, and believe it or not, fashion is something that I love. You are going to see this with the new program that the Youth Davis is getting ready to put out. I love fashion. But the reality is, for those fast fashion plays, a lot of the time those girls or guys, they are making those companies so much money that you're sitting there making a company, and at the end of the day, when the company no longer wants you, they can dispose of you. And what are you left with? With a lot of cheap clothes. Because the reality is that companies that are like brand, they don't need that. They let their work speak for themselves. They don't need for you to advocate. They don't. Companies that are top, that are luxurious, they don't need that. A lot of times are either upcoming companies or companies who need the support. But after that, trust me. So, in a nutshell, guys, this is what this video was about. It was about teaching you and letting you understand that yes, you can be online. Yes, you can have access to social media, but social media is not necessarily only going to be there for content creation. You have to be in the habit of understanding that you can be online and you let the online community, your own skill set, promote itself. And there is a way for you to do that. So if you are interested to learn more about the subject, if you feel like you would be someone who would be interested in social media, but you don't know the know-how, you don't know how to go about it, I am inviting you to join the upcoming mentorship session. The mentorship session is going to start on March 11th. The registration is already open, and the onboarding is going to open on February 25th. So shoot us an email, youthagencyinternational@gmail.com. It was a pleasure for me to be here. I will be here with you guys next week as well to discuss another topic, and have a beautiful week. I hope that you learned something from me.